Hey everybody, this is NYCamper62. I am doing a video on a couple of quick tips to get you started in Project Castaway. I'm skipping the airplane sequence because I don't think you need it. You can also skip it once you've saved one initial game. Also, if you're after some more in-depth details on what to do after getting started, MajesticKarlyn has a really nice video. I encourage you to go check it out. Alright, let's get started. First thing you want to do is grab a couple of things like the sticks, about 3 pieces of cloth. You can ignore the other material for now. You can come back for it later. And then you want to find yourself a rock. Pick it up, smash it. You will need the shards. There's a couple of other rocks around here, that's good. This side of the island is where you'll find the yucca plants. You will need access to them. Hello, Mr. Turtle. Next to the Stephen King looking tree, you'll find this cave. It's more like a tunnel, but you can set up shop right in here without having to worry about all the materials for alternate shelters. You can also come up here, which is what I like to do. Set yourself up with a palm bed. Let's get to work. There's Mr. Komodo. First thing you want to do after that is build yourself a stone axe. The game includes 1 rope. We will need more later. I like to collect the stones from the shore or from the edge of the woods so I can see them. I also like to get the trees on the inside of the woods because it helps the game hide the stumps. There you go. You should get about 2 logs from each one and 4 palm fronds and a coconut. There you go. Alright, we need 1 more tree. There you are. Skittles is a sneaky little Komodo dragon, he is. One, 2, 3. Can I get that coconut? Ah, there we go. Okay. I can cut across this path without him getting to me. He's got an attack range. And if you're not careful, he can sneak right up on you. Okay. Let's go down this way. Chop one of these. Collect the 3 pieces. Now, remember those the cloth that we collected earlier. Make yourself 3 bandages and then improve them with the palm fronds. You can the honey bandages are better, but they both give you health. Oh, let's let him sneak by. Let's get started on our spinning wheel. We need 1 more stick and a metal sheet. Okay. If you haven't noticed by now, the Komodo likes to sneak around the edges. So before you go shortcutting things, just be aware of where he is. Alright, now we need some yucca for that. Whoops, let's get closer. It'll drop one stick and grab the leaves. And you have to press and hold the E key twice in a row to get this process started. The game will tell you what's going on in the upper left, and it'll also indicate when you're out of leaves. There you go. Okay. So, let's check our inventory. There's our ropes, and we're a little thirsty and a little hungry, but we have our handy coconuts. So until you get your water collector up and running, that's handy to have. When you construct the water collector, make sure it is not under a shelter. Okay. Now we need large sticks, banana leaves, and a turtle shell. Ooh, there's a banana tree right there. Good, good. You can chop down the small trees, and each will give you 2 sticks. Depending on what time frame you selected when you start the game, making use of the down tree logs is, well, it's handy. Okay, now that that's taken care of, let's aggravate the Komodo for a second. Boo. See, now he will kind of chase you, but luckily he's slow and kind of stupid. He gives up quickly. This next part is not necessary right away, but you'll see some debris floating out there. This tells you where the submarine is. Now, it hides a couple of goodies that you can use early on in the game. Once you start the radio tower quest, you can come back to it, and there's a manual inside here. Alright. Let's see what we have. The tool belt extension, awesome. A silver knife, extremely awesome. Another silver knife, okay, and you're going to find the manual right there. You can come back for this. Sometimes you'll get odds and ends, different tools, occasionally stuff you can't use right away. I love the silver knife. Here's a turtle. Alright. The E key processes it, excuse me. You get 3 pieces of meat. The skin you can use for leather later. Did I say that right? Leather later? Yeah, okay. Keep an eye on that guy. He's sneaky. Alright. There is our turtle shell. Now we need banana leaves. While you're chopping down a banana tree, you are vulnerable to him. So, just be aware where he is. It'll also give you a stick when you chop it down. We don't want that right away. We need the bananas and the leaves. The bananas you can actually plant later if you get into the farming aspect of the game. There's a fourth leaf somewhere. Where are you? Come on. There it is. I'm just trying to stay out of his attack range. We need to find one more banana tree. Come on. There's one. Two. Three. Four. Okay. Good to go. All right. It's also worthwhile to save those 2 leaves. When you visit another island, you only have to chop down 1 banana tree then. Okay. So there you go. You have the spinning wheel for rope. You have the water collector. Again, make sure it's out of the shelter area. And Skittles, keeping you company. There's a couple other things I want to show you real quick though, just to add a little variety to this video. A lot of people like to set up camp next to the shore, and that's fine. You can do that if you want the ambience of the ocean. A couple of the options. You have the tent, which I think is a little cramped. I wish it was a little bigger. There's one set up on SOS Island. Oh. Here's another reason I like the silver knife. One swipe and you're good to go. Meat, feathers, and some nonsense for the compost bin. Okay, back to business. The large shelter takes more material. Banana leaves, sticks. If you've got the time to build it, great. If you don't, you've got the tunnel or the cavern to build up shop in. And then you have the lean-to shelter, which is also good to go, better than nothing. You can set up the palm bed right underneath it or move it to it. There's 2 more spots that I'd like to show. And it's really going to depend on your island layout and where you want to build up shop. But one good spot, I think, is right here, flattish area. You set that up. Again, the palm bed goes right underneath it. And when you're done with the palm bed in this area, you've built another area, you can move the palm bed and set up the furnace right underneath it. It protects it from the rain. There's one more spot you can set the lean-to up. It's up on this little plateau. But my favorite spot, or, well, a very useful spot in my opinion, is right up here by this support tower. It doesn't look like it's going to fit, right? But it will. And then you can set up a palm bed. Whoops. Come on. Right underneath it. Or, where are you? There you are. Here's your furnace. Set it up right underneath it to protect it from the rain. Comes in handy once you build your structures for like a cabin or something like that, and you want to smelt ingots while it's raining. Oops. One more time. Okay. There's that spot where it'll let you set this up if you want. If you want. Okay. There's the rock we'll need. The game also has this little map tab, which is kind of handy. Well, it's a pretty decent layout. Here we are. Here's multi-island. Okay. Here's your other island. Here's Big Plane. There's Arch, Lagoon, SOS. I still like climbing up these stairs. And getting a bird's eye view. You can take that even farther. Hey, come on, let's get up there. Okay. You get up to the radio tower, and you can collect your first sticky note for the radio tower quest. There's a cassette up there you want to grab, and once you get back down to where that plateau is, you'll see another cassette. Let's see here, you can get a great view, and it gives you an idea on if you want to keep this game, keep playing it, or start another one. One more thing, if you'll bear with me. You'll see a note here sometimes. Okay. Speaking of shelters, you will need a campfire to cook meat, fish, things like that. Also, there's a better option if you have the time to build it, or if you want to. I recommend it. Is the barrel stove, the grill. Takes a little bit more material. You have to grab a barrel, obviously, 2 more metal sheets, and some sticks. You can break them down later if you want to grab the resources, and you've moved your camp. That's about it. I appreciate you watching the video. Thank you.